What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of The Driving Professor. For those of you who are actually new to the channel, I am your host, Rashid White. I'm a professional driver. I drive buses, and I teach people defensive driving strategies that'll save you time, money, personal injury, and most importantly, your life. And the key thing is actually your life and definitely time. And I want people to actually practice these defensive driving strategies that I actually teach, so just in case you actually have somewhere to go, you won't, miss anything. You'll actually get to where you actually have to go. And it could be like, kids' baseball game or whatever. Just somewhere important. And you get into an accident. And all right, so basically, we're going to be doing, what do you call it? Pedestrian, how to avoid actually hitting pedestrians. This is going to be a part one. Part one, I'm gonna show you some clips, and then part two, I'm getting the dash cam. I'm going in my personal car, and I'm gonna show you that I'm gonna demonstrate to you basically. All right, this is not hyperbole. This is what I do every single day, and you can actually avoid actually hitting someone, with your car and everything, especially children. All right, so basically, this is in the United States. On average, a pedestrian died every 1.5 hours in traffic accidents throughout the United States in 2016. And pedestrian fatalities accounted for approximately 16% of traffic deaths throughout the United States in 2016. All right, so basically, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, and these accidents are totally preventable. We're not here to actually say who's at fault, but we're here to actually prevent the accidents. So that's the main thing right there. Let's get into these videos. This comes from Tequila. He has 29 subscribers, man. We got to get those subscribe numbers up, man. All right, let's get into this over here. Hopefully this is actually YouTube approved. Wait. Yeah, oh, here we go. All right. All right, so you cannot look in a blank. You got to get the big picture when you're driving. You cannot just look in a blank stare, and you cannot assume that people are going to do the right thing. This kid got actually hit pretty hard over here, man. So I think he gets back up. So he drives off now. He's probably assuming that the kid is probably okay, but I don't think he's not. He will definitely feel that, maybe in 20 minutes or the next day. He should have stayed and actually, see if he needed an ambulance. All right, so let's move on. Well, this person that has the dash cam over here, he definitely got the plate number, and the police, I don't know what country that was in, but they'll definitely get after him. All right, so in most places, I don't know. I know. I live in New York, but in New York, you actually have to slow down and actually let pedestrians cross in the crosswalk over here. So, if a person's stopping, all right, so he hits him. So if this person is actually stopping and you're this car, you got to understand, hey, why is he actually stopping like that? This is, and then know your traffic laws. Probably in this country, it looks like, I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. It looks like the Czech Republic or something like that. But, maybe they have the same kind of laws in New York where you actually have to yield for pedestrians. There's no stop sign. There's no traffic light. So they actually have to yield to pedestrians. And I know this person didn't look, but again, we have to read the body language of this person here and see that he's actually not paying attention. And then when you're in a crosswalk, you're in a pedestrian, you see this, you got to slow down, you got to cover your brakes, man. So it looks like he was doing about 30, like 35 something miles an hour. We got to get that down to 20, man. 15, 20 miles an hour, and then cover your brakes and anticipate the person actually, a person or a kid or a bicyclist just, crossing this intersection here. Same thing with the ambulance, man. Common sense. And I know you guys are actually trying to get to, an emergency, but again, if the light is red, high probability that people are going to cross this street over here. And again, you got to cover your brakes as an ambulance or emergency service vehicle. And now they have to get out and check on this person here. And, this is this is bad right here. And I see ambulances, and when I'm driving, just doing crazy things like this. One hit my mirror. Some of them go through, I think, just speed right through busy intersections like this. Yeah, I just don't understand how you don't see these people, man. You got to look 12 to 15 seconds ahead at all times. And I don't know if the person is texting. And I say, listen, I say don't text and drive, but you got to use your peripheral vision and you have to slow the hell down, man. You can't be doing um, like 30 miles an hour, 30, 35 miles an hour and texting on the phone, man. You just can't do that. I don't understand this, man. This is something that is totally preventable right here. It was the similar situation that we were talking about in a couple of segments. Yeah, they got some bad drive. This is why I'm actually doing this, doing these videos here. And like he hits the person, then he just keeps going. All right, so you got to get the big picture, man. Anytime you see people around here, you actually have to start covering your brake and make sure you have the eye contact. If they're not paying attention, blow the horn. Make sure they actually see you. But the main thing is actually slow the hell down, and also leave yourself an out. So I think she'll be okay. Lucky thing he was slowing down when this happened, and she's gonna have a a fracture of some type or a broken leg, but probably a hip too, man. I mean, damn. Now that there was a traffic light there, I don't know what this guy was smoking, man. I don't know if he was actually trying to beat the light. It's just, but we do have a lot of this in definitely in New York, there, man. All right, I'm gonna be extremely repetitive on this one. I mean, definitely wait to part two because this actually happens. I live in, well, no, I did live in New York City. I work in New York City now. I moved out, but I will be in New York City when I'm actually doing the part two in my dash cam, and we're gonna go to what do we call it? Junkies Way, we call it, man. You know, a zombie. Yeah, we're gonna call them zombies, and people that are just high as a kite and just walking in the street. You got to get the big picture. You constantly have to be on the lookout of pedestrians. I mean, you hit a car, fine, the car can actually be fixed, but you know, this is life altering to a lot of these people over here, man. And you have a chance of actually getting sued and all right. Let's see. Yeah, this is an unexpected live here. I don't want to do any kind of editing today, man. I mean, once I finish with this, I just gotta come up with a thumbnail and that's it. All right. So let's get back into this. All right, let's do one more. You have to remember too, you as a driver is actually much more trained in a sense though. So you take defensive driving courses, there's driving manuals, especially if you drive a truck or a bus, you're even more trained and everything. So they're gonna hold you more accountable. They should, I guess, teach people how to cross the street in a sense though, but there's no license to actually do that. There's a license to actually get your driver's license, so they're gonna hold you, you know, to a higher standard. You have training and everything. I mean, this a lot of most of this stuff is actually avoidable over here. These aren't people actually trying to off themselves in a sense, though. Was this a kid over here? Yeah, or a person? Not even sure. I mean, lucky thing, most of these people actually survive here. I don't know about the old man in the first one though. But we're gonna wrap this up over here. Definitely get the big picture when you drive. Understand the pedestrians have the right of way. Establish eye contact. Read their body language. See if they're actually paying attention. Cover your brakes. And like part two is going to be where I get the dash cam. I'm going in my car. I'm going to Zombie Land, and there's people constantly that's high as a kite, and they're walking just randomly into in the streets, and people laying down in the middle of the streets, high as f, man. All right, so if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, certainly share this video. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.